and in our top business story, the 5th General Assembly of the International Renewable Energy Agency officially opened over in the capital today, where declining costs of renewable energy production were in top focus during the sessions. Government leaders and senior delegates from 150 countries, as well as representatives from 115 international organisations, gathered at the two-day 5th General Assembly of the Abu Dhabi-based organisation. During the event, delegates held discussions on key points of the annual report, which revealed that the agency, together with the ADFD, have allocated $41 million in concessional loans to 6 renewable energy projects around the world, leveraging an additional $42 million. Participating countries also pledged their support of the Renewable Energy 2030 roadmap, which aims at doubling the global consumption of renewable energy. According to the report, due to the declining costs of producing renewable energy, in 2015 it is estimated that internationally more than $250 billion will be invested in the renewable power capacity. Commenting on the developments, the delegate from the UAE stated that the approximate costs of using renewable energy sources in the country is down to 20 fils per kilowatt hour.
We look at the renewable energy as one of the sectors that's going to enable us to achieve our sustainability objectives, being one of the most sustainable governments around the world by 2021. And through the sector, we've been doing so many projects. We've been investing locally and internationally, and we're going to continue doing that. Lately, throughout 2013-2014, we launched the Shams One, the couple of sustainable buildings in a master city, the late bid in Dubai, the 200 megawatt, which is going to be start the construction very soon. Based on the latest bid and that has been done in Dubai, the cost has been went down to, you're talking about almost 20 fils per kilowatt, which means that the cost of producing power from renewables is competing even with the production from natural gases, which means that we have to rethink seriously about moving ahead strongly and quickly with the renewable energy sector.
Since 2009, the UAE alone has invested $700 million towards funding renewable energy projects in developing countries. It was announced that together with the Abu Dhabi Fund for Development, IRENA will provide grants to launch 5 new renewable energy projects in the Pacific Islands. For a country like Fiji, such support is vital for sustainability and meeting their targets of using more clean energy.
Solar at the moment is on its way up. It's primarily at the moment is for domestic use. I know of a very, very successful company, textile manufacturing, that won the Fiji Export of the Year awards in 2014, has 100% solar power of all its factories. So you see, there's a very, very high interest in it. But it is quite sporadic at the moment, but we need to build a national initiative for it so that we hopefully have a policy that will be able to provide for us solar energy, at least up to 50% or 60% solar energy throughout the whole of the Fijian Islands, which is about 300 odd, in about 30 or 50 years' time.
Dubai inflation increased to 3.37% last year. That's compared to 1.31% in 2013, mainly due to a rise in rents, food prices and education costs. That's according to the latest data from the Dubai Statistics Centre. The centre also released figures for December, which show that inflation remained flat at 4.2% year on year, as housing costs, which account for 44% of consumer expenses, were up 7.7% against the previous year. Last year, the food and beverages group prices increased to 2.68%, compared to 2.55% in 2013, which accounts for more than 11% of the total expenditure. The highest increase was in the prices of fish and seafood by 15%, followed by meat at 3.37%. And additionally, food prices dropped by 1.8% last month compared to December 2013. The government has also announced that the prices of 500 staple food products will be frozen in 2015. The housing group recorded the highest increase of 5.63% in 2014 compared to 1.22% in 2013. The Consumer Price Index heavyweights inflation fueled an approximate 8% jump in gas prices, followed by more than a 6% increase in rents. 60% of respondents stated that their expectation of service was higher for Islamic banks than traditional lenders, that's according to the latest report. However, between nationalities, expectations were different, with the majority of UAE nationals at 55%, Arab expats 53%, and Asian expats 71% expecting better service, and only Western and European expats holding low expectations with 32%. The figures come from Dubai-based brand and communications agency Brave, which released the findings of its first Brave Index study that focuses on Islamic banking. The three greatest enticements of Islamic banking for expat populations were offering an expat-focused package at 40%, the lowest rate credit card at 31%, and if they reached out to me with relevant offers, 28%. For Western expats, the number one priority was a tailored rewards credit card at 45%, followed equally by an expat-focused package. 46% of respondents cited that knowing that late payment fees were donated to charity would definitely change their perspective on Islamic banking. This had the greatest influencing impact on UAE nationals at 53%, followed by Arab expats at 48%, then Asian expats at 43%, and then lastly Western and European expats at 25%. Nakheel is set to open Khail Avenue for lease over in Jumeirah Village Triangle on Sunday. Nakheel is set to launch 1.5 million square feet of shopping, dining and entertainment space at the latest mall project within the company's growing retail portfolio. Located at Nakheel's Jumeirah Village Triangle community alongside Dubai's Al Khail Road, the mall will have 350 shops, including a supermarket, department stores and specialty outlets, a multi-screen cinema, an entertainment zone and a diverse range of cafes and restaurants. For leasing opportunities, the Nakheel Sales Centre will be open on Al Sufa Road in Dubai.